Right. So we are discussing about the HANA DB administration part here. SAP HANA DB administration, DB administration. As part of this one, so yesterday we have covered the hardware requirements and what is HANA database here. In memory column oriented columnar database. So HANA is the in memory column oriented columnar database. So that is what we covered yesterday, right? So small portion we covered it here theoretically. So in memory column oriented columnar database. It has only columns. That's why we will call it as the column oriented columnar database here, HANA database. In the HANA database, so we need types of file systems we required, memory we required, right? Types of disks, storage, OS versions, all these things we discuss. It's very important on DB. So then software requirements. What are the softwares? The next, which we are going to discuss about the SW requirement, software requirements here. So what are the softwares we required here? To install the HANA DB, you required the SAP HANA DB you required, right? HANA DB software you required. HANA DB we are installing, then definitely HANA DB software is required here, right? Then SAP HANA client is required here. SAP HANA client is required here. The client also we required here. Then the third one, optional softwares like add-ons are, so add-ons are plugins. Add-ons are plugins you required. Third one, the optional softwares you required. So add-ons are plugins you required here. HANA software requirements, add-ons are plugins you required for this one, right? So DB database software you have to require, and client you required, and optional. So these are the add-ons or plugins, means additional functionalities are required here. Additional functionalities, so means extra functionalities. Suppose example, when you purchase the new mobile, you will get the default Android OS, default apps you will get. After that, additionally, you will install some add-ons and some additional applications, some plugins you will install, right? Same as like here also in the, so you have to install it on the above. So it's required, you have to install it. Otherwise, you don't need to install it, right? So same concept here also, add-ons and additional functionalities are you required here, right? So those are the HANA software requirement here. So in the softwares also, what are the versions? First of all, HANA released it here. How many versions they have released it here, right? As of now in the market, HANA SAP, the started first they have, first of all, they have released the softwares into the three editions. Three editions they have released it here. Then how one normal person will release the book into the market? Same way, suppose like if you see the one person, if they release the book into the market, the first he will release the one normal book, normal pages, normal cost. Then when he release the one more book, that is the premium, it is very high cost, right? Like that here SAP also, they have released the three editions. Depends upon the license wise, they have released the some, depends upon the additional functionalities, they have released the three additional softwares, they have released it. No, three editions they have released it here. So in that, the SAP HANA platform edition, SAP HANA platform editions. Then second one is the SAP HANA, so enterprise edition, enterprise editions. So then third one is called the SAP HANA extended. So extended. So then enterprise, so edition, extended enterprise edition. So like that, so they have released the three editions into the market here. So platform edition, extended enterprise edition. So like that, they have released the three editions into the market here. Three editions they have released into the market here. So HANA, so platform edition, extended enterprise editions. So normally every people they will use the platform edition. Every people they will use the platform edition. Every people they will use the platform edition. Why? Because it's standard softwares, standard maintenance. You will get the, so whatever you require for your company, you will get the all those things here. All those things you will get it out from the SAP here. SAP, all those things you will get from the SAP here, right? So enterprise edition means somewhat like here some differences, which means so we have so the licenses wise same features, but additional features are available in the enterprise editions. So more additional features are available in the extended enterprise editions are available. So this two you can ignore it; it's not required more, but just you can remember three types of editions are there. So only license wise, it's a very more expensive remaining two, but standard one is the SAP HANA platform edition. So SAP HANA platform edition here, right? So SAP HANA platform edition. So in the platform edition also, so what is the major thing here? What is the major thing you observed here? Coming to the so platform editions and for this one, what is the main version? The same versions, HANA databases, each edition you have the same concept, same databases, same software, same support. Only thing is the persons who are looking for the additional licenses, suppose they want to additional licenses, some replication related. Why? Because additional license means SLT, some replication license. They will use the Sybase replication, SLT replications. Then they will use the remaining functionalities here, right? But standard functionalities we have available that you can use it here. So as of now, HANA in the currently we have the HANA 2.0 versions we have. So before that HANA, we have the 1.0 versions we have. So when it is released with the Robo 1.0 that time, so HANA 1.0, Robo 2.0 that time, the 2.0 released it here, right? So in the what is first of all, we'll discuss about the difference between the HANA 1.0 and 2.0 information, right? So in the one host, HANA 1.0 means when you install the one database, here, when you install the one, this is the host, Linux host. In this Linux host, if you install the one database, you will get only one database. You will get one database, one HANA database. You will get. That is the true, right? When you install the one database only you will get. This is the standalone database you will get here. Standalone database. So standalone database you will get here, right? This is the standalone database here in one host. Host means in the Linux level, in the operating system name, we will call it as the host. Operating system name, we will call it as the host here. So that's why in one host, you are installing the HANA database here, right? That is called the host here. Then it is the HANA 1.0 here. So in the HANA 2.0, same HANA host, same host. When you install the HANA 2.0, you will get the two databases by default. By default, you will get the two databases here. One is the systemdb, the second one is the tenantdb you will get here. So one is the systemdb and second one is the tenantdb concept you will get. That is the HANA 2.0 here. Same in the Robo 1.0 and 2.0, we know the difference, right? So in the 2.0, they have more functionalities and the more city robo, something like that, they have introduced it, right? Same as like here, you have the systemdb and one tenant database, they have installed it here. So HANA 1.0 is like so standalone database. HANA 2.0 is like it kind of multi-container. So this is the single container. Single means only one database you will get. That's why this is the multi-container, means multiple databases you will get here, which means so once you install the first time you install the database, on top of you can create the number of databases you can create it. So the number of databases we can create it here. Number of databases we can create, we can add it here on top of your system database. That is called the up to 19. Up to 19 by default one. Default you will get one here, right? One system DB, one tenant DB you will get here. After that, if you want to add more, that up to 19 plus this one, up to 20 tenant databases, 20 TDBs you can install on the one operating system. 20 tenant databases you can install on one operating system here, one operating system here. That is called the HANA 2.0. That's why we will call it as the multi-container. Multi-container here. Multi-container means multiple databases in one host. Here, only single container here. So, okay. So, let me take the one more example here. Apartment concept, right? So, in 150 square hertz means operating system. If you build the one house, right, if you build the one house in 150 square hertz, if you build the one house, then only one family can stay here, independent house, one family can stay here, right? So only the resources it will use, operating system related resources, hardware, so network, file system, only this one database will use it here, right? That is the only one family can stay here, and only one that family can so use the related water, power, electricity. So remaining resources only one family can use it here. That is called the HANA 1.0, right? So and also HANA 2.0 is the apartment concept. HANA 2.0 is the apartment concept. Apartment means, so in the 150, that same in 150 square hertz, if you build the one apartment, so means here by default the builders will build the G plus 1, right? This is a G and this is a plus 1, they will build it. Why? Because by default they will build the G plus 1. Apartment means, so first G plus 1 they will build it. Same way, ground floor and first floor I have built it here. Then later, when you have the so budget, then you can just go for the remaining floors, you can go for that one. So not like that, he can install the hundreds of floors, right? There is a limitations also for that one also. So, right, same as like we are how we have the limitations here, same way we also limitations here. So we have the limitations like up to 20 databases in one host. We also is having the 20 databases, we can install it here, right? Same 20 databases means 20 floors we can build it here, right? Each floor, same each floor, one family can stay. Even ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, like that. In the end floors, one family can stay here, right? Same as like here also. So here we have the lot of advantage here, but here only one family can stay here. Here in the same space, multiple people are staying here, right? So that all these people will use this common operating system, common memory, common disks, common network, so common OS, they will use it here. So cost wise, this is very less, but maintenance wise also very less. This is very high. So something is happens here risk wise, this is having the risk, right? Why? Because if something goes wrong with this operating system, what are the database are running at 10 or 20, all the database will go down, right? All the databases go down. Same as like here, the one this operating system having issue, only this database will go down. It will not affect to the another operating system and other thing. So risk wise, this has more risk, but futures and everything, this will get the lot of futures here, right? So same database softwares only, same functionalities, same database. What is database means? It will store the data in the form of tables, right? Data, your application data, which is coming from the application, the data will be stored inside of the HANA database. Inside of the HANA database, your data will be stored here. Inside of the HANA database, your data will be stored in the form of tables. In the inside of the table, you will see the rows, columns, right? Here we have the columns are available here. For business tables, we have the columns are available here. That is called the so HANA 2.0 and 1.0 concept here. So HANA 1.0 is the single container. HANA 2.0 is the multi-container here, which means multiple databases on one host. Multiple databases on one host. Here we can integrate it here. Multiple databases on one host, we can integrate it here. So here only one database. Here multiple databases. By default, you will get the system DB, tenant DB. After that, you no need to install it. Just execute the one SQL query to create the more tenants. To create the more tenants, you can create this one, right? This is called the HANA 2.0, right? 2 means multi container. This is the single container, right? That is the major difference we have in the 1.0 and 2.0 here, right? In any database, when you install the one database, suppose when you install the SAP, you will get the 7 core process, work process, you got it, right? Here also, when you install the HANA database, here also the database related file process, we will get it here. One is the HANA index server, name server, and pre-processor, right? Pre-processor and compile server. So compile server, so web dispatcher and access engine, and so daemon. So these are the 7 core process. HANA related core process will come as part of the DB installation, right? As part of the DB installation, this 7 core process will come as part of the HANA DB installation, right? These are the 7 core process you will get from the HANA database, right? So here also, when you install the HANA 2.0, you will get the same database, same services you will get here. So majority of the, suppose in SAP we discuss about, if any one person want to log into the SAP system, then after login and after logout, in between, before logout, in between, whatever user is doing the transactions, all will be carried out by the SAP work process, dialog, update, MQ. Same also here on MQ, whenever any data is coming, here all the work process will help here, will store the data here. But here the main thing is the index server. Here index server is the main process here. So same as like here index server, where the data is storing into the HANA database level means. So here in the HANA index server process, index server is the main process here. It will store the actual data of the HANA database. Actual data of the HANA database, it will store. The remaining process will help to the index server to store the data here. Either the 1.0, 2.0, the use of the responsibility of the each and every process is same here. Okay, so responsibility of the each and every process is same here in HANA, either 1.0, 2.0 here. Okay, so let's start. So when they have released the, what are the versions we have in the market here, right? So in HANA, in SAP HANA, when I have released the HANA 1.0, so we have HANA 1.0, SPS 0, they have released it here. Then after that, SPS 01, 01 they have released it here. Then 02 they have released it here. Up to now currently there is no support here. Up to 12 they have released it here. Up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then finally 12 they have released it. They have stopped it here. 12 they have released it. They have stopped this one HANA database, right? So they have stopped it. Then finally they have released the HANA 2.0. HANA 2.0 SPS 00 initial pack level they have released it here. Then after that HANA 2.0, then SPS 01 they have released it here. So like that, so like that, so they have released the 02, then 03, then still they are in the support 04, so 05, then 06, then 07. 07. This is the latest version. It's released 2 months back only. 2 months back only. This got released as SPS 07. Right? So once a year, SAP will release the new SPS package. So SPS means support package. So here we have the versions, right? When you go to the outside, every app, every application, there is a version. Suppose if you go to the Chrome also there is a version, right? You go to the Chrome also you have the version. What is the version of the Chrome? So suppose like 11.116 dot this one version, right? Same as like every application, every tool, there is a version, right? Every version there is a version here. Same as like here in HANA 2.0, so we have the versions 1.0 or 2.0 versions. Each version, instead of mentioning the HANA 1.0 version 0, version 1, version 2, SAP they have named it as the SPS. SPS means support pack stack, right? Support pack. So support pack stack. So support pack stack. So support patch level stack, something like that. They have named it here SPS. Okay. So they have named it SPS here. So that is the thing here. So the last year in the they have, so every year, once a year, yearly once they will release the new SP. This year they have released SPS 07. Maybe next year they will release the SPS 08, 9. Like that they will release it here. So currently only these are the under the support by SAP here. So these are the no support here up to 11. There is no support. SAP is not supporting. The softwares are deprecated here already, right? The customers who already in the 1.0, the SAP is saying that migrate to the convert to the HANA 2.0 versions. They are asking to convert it here, but because here lot of features, lot of functionalities are available in the HANA 2.0. So that's why the customers who already there in the database like HANA 1.0, they are using the 1.0 databases. They are asking customer go to for this database, go to for this databases versions, right? These are the versions are available in the market here. These are the versions are available in the market here. Suppose if I talk about the so HANA database, HANA 2.0, now we will go to install on the any one of the versions here, not the 1.0. 1.0 later we can install it and we can migrate it. But now we have to install the HANA 2.0. Maybe SPS 05 we will install it. Then after that, how to upgrade to the SPS 06, then 7. So like that we have to discuss here, right? That is the SPS. So release SPS versions here. So within this SPS year, once a year they will release it, right? In the within the 1 year, if they release it, if they release the 08, they will release it. But in between, if any issues comes, in between, if any errors comes, any patches comes, then they will release the they will release the bug fixes. Bug fixes they will release it. Fixes means patches they will release it. Patches they will release it here, right? Patches they will release it here. Whenever any there is a issue, so they will release the one. So patch, one patch they will release it here. So that patch we have to apply it here. So that collection of that patches are called the one SPS. But in between, suppose 6 to 7, 7 they have released it here. Then 6 to 7. So any suppose some customers are in the SPS 06. They have faced some issues. Then they will release the one one patch they will release it. The patch that is called the revision, they will release it. Revisions. So revisions they will release as and when required. Ad hoc. So ad hoc based. So and also every 3 months once. So they will release the revisions here. So that that revision contains the this versions related bug fixes. Why? Because software means always anytime the code fix or bug fixes, new enhancement comes to the market, right? So every time in our mobile itself, every weekly or 2 weeks once apps are updating, right? Because of the existing versions, we have the bug fixes and everything here. So the patches will be updated here. Same as like here also, we have to manually apply the patches here. The mobile automatically will be applied from the Play Store, but here we have to manually apply. We have to manually apply the bug fixes here. So, but easy once a year they will release the new SP. When they are releasing the new SP, whatever the previous versions of the fixtures and everything that will be fixed in the new version of the new SPs, they will fix it here, right? They will fix it here. So that is the reason. So always when you are doing the database installations or something, always we have to go for the latest revisions. Latest revisions. We have to install the latest revisions. We have to do the installations. Latest revisions. We have to do the installations here. Okay. Latest revisions, patch revisions. We have to install it here, right? Within the SP. So the sub patches are called the revisions, right? Revisions they will release it here, right? So is it clear? So what is the difference between the HANA 1.0 and 2.0? The list of versions currently in the market here. These are the list of versions currently in the market here. Once a year, they will release the new support packs. They will release it here. In between, so some customer they cannot wait until the next year. But in between, we have the issues. Then how they can fix it? By releasing the revisions. The revision fixes they will release it. So the revisions we have to apply it here. So 61, suppose you are in the 660. Here today you got the one issue. Then 61 patch level they will release it. Tomorrow again an issue. Then they will fix it. They will release the new patch that is called the 62. Then 64. Then like that up to 69 they will release it here. Once the 69 is completed, then 7 series will come. 7 series means SPS 07 series here. Then 7 to 79 in between only they will release the new patches and everything. Once the number is changing 80, the 80 fixes, then it will go to the, they will release the SPS 08, they will release it here, which means in the 80, whatever the fixes are there in the 7 series, all they will fix into the 80 series, then so they will release it to the market here. That is the strategy of the SAP. That is the strategy, they will follow it here, right? Once a year, they will release the new support packs, and also any issues as and when required, they will release the patch that is called the revisions. They will release it in between. So in the year two, suppose this is released the April, the month of April 2023, they have released it. In SPSC 08 also, they will release the April 2024, they will release it here, right? In between 2023 to 2024, in 1 year gap, so definitely software means definitely we may face the multiple issues, then bugs and new enhancements, everything will come. So in that case, SAP will not release immediately, will not release the SPS 08 or 8, they will not release it. Why? Because so whatever the issues are there here, 07, they will provide the bug fixes. Bug fixes means so the fix for that bug, which means in the form of patch, in the form of patch or revision. So bug fixes they will provide it in the form of patch or revisions. Means currently you are in the, suppose example, SAP HANA 2.0, you are in the SPS 07, which means 07 means revision number 70. You are in the revision number 70. You have tomorrow, you have released the one issue. Then immediately they will release the HANA 2.0. So then SPS 07, then 71 patch level, they will release it. Why? Because so 0, you have already released it, one issue fixed. Then 71, they will fix the one more issue. Then like that, 72, they will fix the one more issue. Like that, the patches, whenever they fix any issues, whenever they fix any issue, they will release the new SP level, they will fix it. New SP level, they will fix it here. They will release new in the in between SPS, new bug fixes will be fixed here. Just remember, so between SP level. For why? Because they cannot wait until this one. The issues are coming here. Then they will release the sub patches in the 7.0. They will release the sub patches. They are releasing. They will reveal. They will release it here. That we have to. That sub patches are called the. That sub patches are called the here. That sub patches are called the here. We that sub patches are called the revisions. That revisions they will release it here. So this is the motive of SAP. That is the main thing of the HANA versions. And so HANA 1.0 versions and HANA 1.0, 2.0 versions and everything here, right? So this is the versions of the so HANA database, right? And also each version there is a once a year they will release the new SP level here. Then how to download the, first of all, we already discussing about the HANA, right? So first of all, what is meant by HANA? Abbreviation of the HANA, how they have named it as the so HANA, SAP HANA, how they have named it here, right? So what is meant by HANA here? So HANA means here, HANA means here the abbreviation is like so SAP common all SAP related products. Why? Because HANA is the SAP related product, right? Here HANA means high availability, high availability. So analytical appliance. So here HANA, high performance analytical appliance. So that is the abbreviation of the HANA. That is the abbreviation of the HANA here. It's kind of in memory data column oriented columnar database here. In memory column oriented columnar database here. So is an in memory column oriented database here. Here it will not only handle the only transactional data. Normally in the database level, data will be stored here. The data are two types of data. One is the live data, second one is the historical data. In the layman language, we talk about one is the transactional data and second one is the analytical data. Analytical data. Two types of data are available in the market normally. So when you do the live data, that is called the transactional data. The second one is the analytical data. Analytical data. So in the HANA database, when you are storing the database, so normally either you have to store the transactional data, either you have to store the analytical data, not both at the same time. That is the concept of the other databases, right? Other non-HANA databases. But HANA, at a time, you can store the transactional data, you can store it in the database level, and analytical data also you can store it in the database level, you can store it here. The primary function of this SAP HANA database software is to store and retrieve the data as and when requested by the applications, right? Some analysis we can perform it here and everything here, right? So that is the main thing here. In the HANA 2.0, if I talk about the some history about the HANA 2.0 here, history HANA 2.0 history here. In 2010, in the 2010 HANA 2.0, they have released it multi-container. The initial release, they have released it here. The 4 months back, they have released the SPS 07. They have released it here, right? It is only available in the Linux operating systems only. Linux operating system only we have to install it here, right? So during the normally the softwares are developed by the softwares and everything is developed and acquired by the SAP SC. SAP SC is the one of the vendor software company here. Okay, developed of the SAP HANA and this one developed and acquired by the SAP SC here, right? It's kind of in-memory platform every here thing here. The first demonstration was performed on the HANA database in 2011, right? So 2011 for the HANA database, right? 2011. 2011 is the HANA database stabilized versions. Then after that, they're slowly starting the in the year once a year they are slowly starting the releasing the new versions, new enhancements, new things, S4 HANA, something like that. They have started releasing it here, right? So this is the here HANA at a time it will store the transactional data and the analytical data. At a time it will store the all the data here, right? Column store oriented data. It store the all the data in the single column in the same location rather than storing into the in the rows. It will store the data into the columnar. So that's why first concept we discussed. HANA database is the column oriented columnar database, right? Column oriented columnar database we discussed, right? Here many things, aggregations, so many functionalities are available in the HANA database. That is the reason every customer they will go and implement the HANA database. Why? Because it's a very fast on fly we can make the business decisions and everything here. So that is the major introduction about the HANA database here, right? At the same time we discussed about the hardware requirements, then software requirements, the difference between the HANA 1.0 and 2.0 concepts. So what is meant by 1.0? Single independent house. 2 means multi-container, which means multiple databases will be installed. Multiple database means one system DB, one tenant DB you will get. That is the concept of the your HANA database here. Got it? So this is the concept of the HANA database which we have to, so we have installed it here, right? So that is the main thing here. Okay, so that's it for HANA DB. I think now let's stop discuss about the how to install, then how to use the, how to download, how to install, then which operating systems, Red Hat Linux or SUSE Linux. Then we should know some basics about the Linux operating system also, right? That we will discuss in the tomorrow. Okay, so any questions from anyone?
So, sir,
Yeah.